Welcome everyone. We're starting another rehearsal today with our warm-ups. So if you could make sure that you are standing in a comfortable position. You've got your feet aligned with your heels, in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders. Okay, just kind of get yourself, maybe do a little bit of sort of rocking backwards and forwards, and then you can get a sense of balance. Okay, so we're going to start with rotating our arms just from the wrist. Okay, so just let your wrists loosen forwards and backwards. Do that a few times. And then the elbows. So then the elbows are going to swing round. Okay, like that. Forwards and backwards a few times. And then a bigger circle with the shoulders. Forwards and backwards a few times. Okay, good. That should have loosened your arms up nicely. Let's rock the head over to one side and straighten, and over to the other side and straighten, looking over one shoulder and to the front and to the other shoulder and to the front, and then just let everything roll out and loosen. Good. Okay, so we're going to do some breathing to start with, as usual. And this time I want us to take a nice deep breath into our tummies, as we have learned to do. And we're going to breathe out, and we're going to count to 20 aloud while we do that, okay? And we're not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really quick. Each number is a second. Okay, so if you have a watch, you can look at the second hand on your watch if that helps, but generally just keeping it nice and steady. Okay, all right, and then once you've done your counting, as far as you can go obviously, but we're going to try for 20, and also have that end point in mind so that you are consciously controlling the breath, because you know you need to get to a certain point rather than letting it all out in the first few counts. And if you can hold it for a second or two when you get to 20, so much the better, and then a nice deep breath in. Feel the air rushing back into your lungs, which will happen almost automatically as soon as you let go of that tension. Okay, so let's try this. So deep breath in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was quite tricky, wasn't it? I found even by the time I was getting to 10, I thought, I'm not going to make this. But you can, okay? So now that you've had a go once, let's try it another time, bearing in mind what our end point is. Okay. So, nice and relaxed. Deep breath in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A little bit easier maybe. That might be worth practicing, a couple more times, but again, bearing in mind that we don't want to get too lightheaded, so breathing exercises need to be done with caution. So we're going to move now to another exercise. This is to do with breathing as well as vocalizing. So this is how it works. So what's going to happen is imagine you're drinking a long drink, okay? So it's like, it's something that takes time. And what we're going to do is we're going to sing up and down the scale, and imagining that you're having this long drink. So maybe a long, like drinking out of a straw or something like that, a long drink. Okay, you know what I mean, right? Okay, I'm not just going glug glug glug. And I think the imagining the drink might also help us with kind of having a sense of breath control in this. So what we're going to do is we're going to sing first of all with just an R sound, and we're going to just sing up 5 notes, then 6 notes, then 7 notes, then 8 notes. So I'm going to give you your starting note, and then we'll just try and do it again, keeping a nice even step on these on the scale. Okay, so here's your starting note. We're going to start there, okay, and we're going to sing so just going up 5, okay? So that's nice and straightforward. So let's try that again. Ready? And good. Now let's do it one note further, up 6 notes. So you can use your fingers to help you as well. That might help, remembering how many notes are we going up here. And I didn't take a deep enough breath. Let's try that again. And keep the sound at the front of your face. Okay, we don't want it in our throats. Okay. Now another step up. So let's go up 7. There's your starting note. So remember where you're going and where you're coming back to. Ready? Deep breath and. It's a little bit trickier, isn't it? And now let's do the full octave. Ready? And. Good. If you did that all in one breath, well done, because that was actually quite a lot of beats. So up to 8 and back down again. So that's about 15 counts of that breathing exercise that we were doing. But now we're also concentrating on the vocalizing and making a nice sound. So if you could do that all the way up and down again in one breath, that's great. Okay, let's try it. We'll move up a few notes, and this time we'll do ma, ma, ma. So use your hum to bring the sound nice and forward, but we'll start a little bit higher. So here's your note. There's your note. And ma, 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 ma. So this time we'll start with 5 and then 6 and then 7 and 8. Okay, so here's your starting note. Ma and ma, 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 ma. Good. Now going up 6 and ma, 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 ma. 7 and ma, 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 and 8. Ma, 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 ma. Good, and we'll just do one more. This time on za, za. So that's going to bring that kind of nice resonant sound. Za. Ready? We'll go up a note. We'll do 5 and then 6, 7, and 8 again as before. There's your note, starting with 5 and za, 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 za. 6 za, 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 za. 7 za 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 za, and one more on 8. Za 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 za. Well done. Okay, we'll leave that there and we'll move on to our sight singing now.